Breaking news, the UFC is targeting a main event at the White House of Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje, and in the following month, they're targeting Makhachev versus Garry to obviously headline a numbered card. Now, as for the main event of the White House, is this really the main event you want to see? Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje, let's be realistic here. This is not a close fight at all. There's no possible way that Justin Gaethje beats Ilia Topuria. You could laugh at me if you come back to this and he does, but he won't. He won't. You know it in your heart. The matchup to make a lightweight is between Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria. There's no other matchup you can make that's actually close in that division. Makhachev, he's a welterweight. You don't make that matchup unless Ilia moves up. But yeah, at lightweight, there's no other competitive matchup. Justin Gaethje, he fought for that interim title when he didn't deserve it. Neither did Paddy, obviously. But now he's fighting for the title when he doesn't really deserve it. If you look at that fight, that was between number 4 ranked and number 6 ranked in the division or something like that. Come on. That isn't no title eliminator. It isn't. Realistically, the number 1 and 2 at lightweight currently, that is excluding the champ. We're talking about winner of Max Holloway and Charles and Arman Tsarukyan. But number 1 is Arman Tsarukyan, and there's no doubt about it. The fact that he hasn't got his title shot yet is wrong. Charles Oliveira, he's discussing. He's saying, I think I'm 1 win away from a title shot again. No. Arman beats you. It's fair. Sure, Arman had his issues, but the man deserves a title shot. He's the best in the division other than Ilia. Or he is the best, and we just haven't seen it yet once he faces Ilia. In that fight, people are actually going to be contemplating in their head who's going to win. In this fight, no one is. Let's move on to Makhachev versus Garry. When we're talking about that fight, Garry, he has a better chance than people think. Now, I'm still siding with Islam as he is the proven fighter, of course. Under the spotlight, has multiple defenses, is considered in the top 3 of all time right now. As of late, that's what people were saying. Don't take my word for it. But, guys, Makhachev, he has a very good chance of winning this fight. But Garry, people are going to undermine him here. Garry has put on some great takedown defense and has shown some improvements in his grappling also, throughout his fight. But the thing that I'm worried for Islam here is, yes, Islam has some pretty good striking, I would say so, but he's not as systematic of a striker as Garry is. Ian is as strategic as it gets when it comes to the striking realm. That's why you never want to strike with him. Shavkat, sure, he had a bit of success, but he was still going for those takedowns a lot of the time. And yes, he had a torn ACL. You can't blame him. He did win that fight, and he did it pretty dominantly. Well, it was a 3-2 win, but still, the 3 rounds that he did win, he most definitely won. There was no argument for it. But Garry has made significant improvements throughout each fight, and I do believe that if there is a guy at welterweight to have a chance of doing it, it's him. It's him. I don't see how Michael Morales could do it. Michael, he depends a lot on his one-punch knockout ability, and that's not a good thing when you're facing a high-level fighter, because then what if you can't land that punch? Then you can't beat him. Same as Carlos Prates. He said he was going to focus on winning rounds more, but he doesn't. No, he hasn't. We saw in that Leon Edwards fight. He wasn't focusing on winning rounds. He was focusing on landing that 1-2 and eventually getting the knockout. And that's what happened. It is what happened. But for a guy like Makhachev, who is not going to play into your game plan, that's risky. That's why I believe Garry, since he's a strategic fighter, he has the highest chance. Now, I'm not saying he's going to beat him. I'm just saying he has the highest chance. And it is the matchup that should be made. As Kamaru Usman versus Islam, no one wants to see it. It's not deserving. You beat Joaquin Buckley, even, Joaquin Buckley says yes, he deserves it, but no, he doesn't. Joaquin, you were outside of the top 5 when he beat you. Sure, he was placed number 4th when you guys fought each other, but it doesn't matter. He is literally 8th ranked currently in the UFC welterweight division. Whoever says that merits him a title shot is wrong and delusional. It's not the fight to make. Now, I like both of the fights that we're gonna probably be getting. I'm really interested. Dana White also said that he is done with the matchmaking for the White House card, so we are likely to see 6 other fights, I believe. They were saying it was going to be 6 or 7. I hate that meme. Like, I absolutely despise it. But, yeah, it was going to be 6 or 7 fights on the card. So, yeah, I think Conor McGregor's for sure going to have a matchup on there. Dustin Poirier, he was teasing a return. If they do Poirier versus McGregor 4, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it, but like at the same time, why do that? Whatever. But you guys let me know what fight are you most excited for between the two of Islam Makhachev versus Garry, or Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje, and tell me, are either of these fights deserving, or do you just want to see Islam versus Ilia? Let me know, guys. Have a good day.